Welcome back to American Sunrise. I'm American Sunrise contributor Emily Finn. A TV anchor has resigned after being suspended for honoring Charlie Kirk. Benny Ray Harmony has resigned from ABC 20 in Springfield, Illinois, saying that she faced retaliation for airing a tearful, nonpartisan tribute to Kirk, her mentor and former boss. Harmony said she chose faith and love of country over keeping her job and closed with prayers for Kirk's family and America. Her bio has since been scrubbed from the station's website. Take a look at this.
2 days ago, I lost a mentor, my first boss, the first person who made me believe in myself, that encouraged me to chase this dream that you're watching right now. Charlie Kirk. There's a lot going on in our world right now, in our country, but I want to say one thing. Lean on your neighbors. Speak up for what you believe in. I don't care what it is. I want to share with you one of my favorite sayings that Charlie would always tell us at the office. He would yell it from the mountaintops, so please listen. When conversations stop happening, when individuals become wordless, that's when violence begins. So if you do one thing today, make it be with passion, with conviction. Stand up for your friends, stand up for your beliefs, and speak loudly, even if your voice shakes. Your words have meaning. Your values have purpose. Never forget that. Thank you, CK. You changed my life.
Benny Ray Harmony joins us now. Thank you so much for joining American Sunrise. So walk us through the whole process. How did all of this unfold after that tribute that we just watched aired?
Emily, Gina, thank you so much. So it all occurred on Friday. This was last Friday is when I aired the tribute. And I produced my show as well as host the show. So there was nobody overseeing what went in my show. This was a very last minute thing. I think last week, there was a sense of heaviness that there still is over America and over the world. And I was not the only one feeling this grief. And other people in my station had shared the exact same feelings towards what had happened. And so that day when I was walking into the studio, I took my normal route through the back way and something came over me, Emily. And all I can say is it truly was the Holy Spirit. And I believe that. I have stayed silent for a really long time. I formerly worked for Jack Posobiec and Turning Point USA, as well as a few other things. And my values and morals have always been there. And this place, from the second they hired me, they threatened me. They told me I was not allowed to share my views and that I really did need to take an unbiased perspective. And I understand that. But when Monday came a few days ago, I went into my boss's office and he informed me that I would not be going on live television. And I asked the question, why? The question conservatives, the question we all are asking every single day, why? Why is this happening? And they didn't give me an answer. There was no answer. It was just, if you don't take it down, there will be consequences. They didn't tell me what consequences, but I knew right then and there, and I didn't have a regret in my body. I knew I did the right thing. And I knew, just as Charlie would always say, he wouldn't want us to be like him. He would want us to be like Christ, and he would want us to be like Jesus. And so speaking that truth, it had never felt more liberating. And I'm just extremely grateful and so blessed that the Lord has given me the voice to speak that.
Well, first, I just want to thank you for your courage and say it was absolutely beautiful. And more people need to be able to stand. We all have friends that are on local news or, are working in jobs where they can't talk about what they really believe. Most of us have friends who are at national networks where they have to remain undercover, Hollywood, the likes. But here's the thing that I don't understand about this. So you obviously, when you went to work for them, submitted a resume, and they knew obviously that you had this job for Turning Point. So then let's say it had been a job working for someone more mundane in terms of politics, just a Steve Jobs, or someone more liberal, because I guess that would have been acceptable, right? And your boss had died, and you had to talk about that on air. Would you have been reprimanded for that? And do you have legal recourse that you're going to pursue?
Gina, I truly don't think this would have happened if it was somebody like a Steve Jobs or somebody, that is on the other side. My station is very vocal. Our general manager, our managers, all of them, and just every single person that is in leadership. From the second that I started there, I was getting comments in front of clients that would come in for interviews. The general manager would call me an anti-vaxxer. And I think he thought it was funny. I think he thought it was a way to create some sort of camaraderie, but there was one thing that was very clear. It was good versus evil. There was two separate values. And here's the thing, I'm okay. Like I advocate for hearing other perspectives. And if my general manager wanted to sit down with me and have a conversation about political views, I would do that, because that is what our mission and what our movement does. It's truly sad that this has occurred, and the words, I have a lot of evidence that I cannot share due to some of the Illinois laws that we have, but I have evidence of our managers calling Trump and calling people in the current administration Nazis, pedophiles, Hitler, and horrific things. And the fact that this is happening in newsrooms across the country, I hope that others are watching this and watching Turning Point's mission, and they stand up the same as I did.
Yeah.
Well, Benny Ray Harmony, you certainly have my respect for standing up for the truth and standing up for yourself. Thank you so much for joining our show this morning.
Emily, Gina, thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, after Charlie Kirk's assassination, many Republicans are turning to faith. Chapels are filling up, and the next generation may be finding something deeper than politics. We'll be right back with more on American Sunrise.